Hello everyone, Le13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to Loverwatch, the romantic dating sim released for released for Valentine's Day in 2023. We just did the Mercy run, so now we gotta go do the Genji run. I apologize if I sound off, and also for not having a face cam. I'm still beating the Great Plague that is currently affecting our time and people, and it makes me sound both weird and also I cannot do face cam right now with how I'm looking and feeling. So we have a new game, the official but not canon Overwatch 2 dating sim. We know, we can't believe it either. You ready to play this thing? Let me play. Alright, I'm still going with the same name, saving myself some time and energy. Yep, my name is Scale. Ready, set, go. So some of this looks like it's already the same. It's Friday night in the big city. You could use a laugh after the week that you've had. The Laugh Attic is one of the most tragically unfunny comedy clubs in town. But you love watching people bomb on open mic. And sometimes that people is you. Mood. It's particularly dark tonight. So dark, it'll make for quite a dramatic reveal when your eyes adjust to see who is sitting at the table in the corner. Eyes adjusting, adjusting, adjusting. Oh my. Oh my. Is that who you think it is? Is Genji. Oh my god, they went with this one for him. Okay. It's Genji, ninja, cyborg, and all-around bad boy from Overwatch. No matter how many times you blink, he's still there, and you're completely starstruck, lovestruck, fear-struck. Of course we're going for fear-struck. Fear-struck. Why would anyone in their right mind allow a ninja with a giant katana into a comedy club? See, that's the person asking the correct questions. Well, it does sound like the beginning of a joke. Like that they changed his pose for that. Anyway, the only thing funnier is he going for the sword? I'm confused. Anyway, the only thing funnier would be if his brother showed up wearing a toga. Funny story about that. Here's his brother. Toga! Hark, do I hear the sound of a heart beating fast and the smell of sweat on your palms? I am Cupid, the hero of love in all its varieties. It is my sworn duty to answer the cries of all those who desire to love and guide them to fulfillment. You look around wondering if anyone else can see this, or are you hallucinating? Do not worry, you are the only one who sees me. I do not interfere in the mortal realm. Consider me the angel on your shoulder who will point you in the right direction. Okay, so that's a definite maybe on the hallucination thing, and, like, in real life, I'm getting that even more so. I just did the Mercy one, which was, like, about 45 minutes, and now I'm doing this one, and I'm super lightheaded. So this is gonna be great. But maybe this hallucination can help you. Now tell me, are you in love? I think so. Hold up. You're Hanzo. I'm doing it again anyway. You're Hanzo Shimada from the free-to-play game Overwatch 2. I just want to see if he has any extra better voice lines with his brother, Genji. And now that we've, like, called him out as being Hanzo Shimada, knowing that we have Genji Shimada over there. Anyway, and I, of course, have played because I recognize you as Hanzo Shimada. I get that a lot. But no matter how similar I am to the character in Overwatch, rest assured, I am Cupid, champion of love. However, it's entirely possible for the Hanzo Shimada will have a skin based on me in the shop. What a coincidence. Indeed. Now tell me, are you feeling signs of love? No, it's just base anxiety. But yes, I am. I think so. It's kind of hard to tell. The path to love is often confusing, but fear not. I am here to guide you through all its intricacies. The what? It means I'm going to give you advice. Oh, okay. So, do you wish to win the heart of Genji? If there was another option, yeah, we're doing Genji. Because he needs healing. So, I want to win his heart. Genji. Truly. I mean, there are only two options. As you made sure I was aware. I did try to go for Roadhog. Of course, it's just that, well, to call Genji difficult would be an understatement. Sheesh, you're really judgmental for a Vessel of Love or whatever. Is it because of the lore or something? Yeah. The what? The Overwatch lore. You know, Genji was the younger brother Hanzo killed and then felt guilt over ever since. Only Genji wasn't actually dead. He was alive, but a cyborg. And Hanzo learned this, but then he was kind of upset about the whole thing. I think, like, I'm not really caught up on the dynamics between Genji and Hanzo in the lore for Overwatch. There's, like, other things I am, but this was not one of them. Cupid looks troubled. That summary heavily favors Genji's view of the matters, I feel. Yeah, you are Hanzo Shimada. But no, I'm merely saying that reaching Genji's heart will be a difficult task. Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Grumpy Toga. Calling my fiancé that from now on, Mr. Grumpy Toga. He's gonna hate it. It's gonna be really funny. Anyway, if you wish to pursue Genji, I am obligated to help you. It is your love life, no matter how foolish. Hey! My love life isn't foolish. Ask the guy asleep on the couch downstairs. Well, then, how do you think I should approach this, Cupid? You have to introduce yourself, of course. You cannot start down the path of romance without first speaking to him. Last time you had me start with a joke, so yeah. And look at his eyeball. It went weird. And given that he strikes me as a selfish, immature person, I would recommend keeping your conversation focused on him. Wow. Yeah, sure, you're not Hanzo at all. He has always struggled with his sense of self, so do your best to appeal to his interests. I'm so glad I decided to go for Genji as well. Look at the angry little... Oh my god, okay. I forget what these are called, but I usually have the sprays for them in the game. Anyway. You hope he'll get over his hostility for Genji soon, definitely. But that's not important right now. What is important is whether or not you feel any whether or not Genji will feel any hostility towards you. Maybe if I'm working with his Cupid brother, maybe. With Cupid's words in mind, you build the courage to approach Genji. Genji strikes me as just a plain whiskey guy, or he's the I'm always working and I'm having a club soda guy. Excuse me? The ninja turns to face you. The purple glow of the club's neon lights illuminates his metal mask. And that glow's green, so... Are you talking to me? I'm gonna just... Because I can't do the cyborg thing, I'm just gonna do mouth cover. Yeah, I saw you, and, I wanted to say... Your heart starts pounding in your ears, and your mouth can't find the few words to speak. Well, say something, and remember, your choices will affect how he feels about you. I really like your outfit. I saw you when I came in, and I just figured I'd come and say hello. Do you need healing? He's probably gonna hate that. Okay. So, a general good rule of thumb when you're trying to flirt with somebody is, like, you mention something about them that's clearly something that's representative of them and their choices. I'm gonna go with the outfit, but I hope it's not gonna talk about his mask. I hope it's gonna talk about, like, his hoodie. I like your outfit. Oh, thanks. Not many people compliment my clothing. Yeah, because they're all distracted by the fact that you're a cyborg. Because he looks ridiculous. No, it's because he's a cyborg. Anyway. No, I really like them. So few people have RGB built into their outfits. It's unique. I mean, me? I'm right. Not a lot of people actually do RGB in clothing. I think there's some sneakers that do, but that Might just be it.
They do look pretty sick, huh?
Well, I'm glad that you like them, because this is great. Anyway,
I don't think I've seen you around before. I'm Genji, what's your name?
yeah, let's be honest, this is not how Genji would respond to people talking about his outfit. He'd be like, thanks? At least that's my opinion of how Genji would be. But anyway, look at the face. It has no emotion for his cyborg mask. Oh, I'm Skale. It's nice to meet you, Genji.
Skale, huh? It's a cool name. Reminds me of Skale from the game Skale's Odyssey.
Wait, what? Is that a real game? I love that game. Is that a real game? No way. Is that a real game? Genji tilts his head. See, because this would be a perfect opportunity for him to be like, if we were doing a date thing, right? For him to be like, yeah, of course it's a real game. I have to show you. And like that, it would be great. Anyway, Genji tilts his head. His cybernetic hand grips the bottom of his mask pensively.
Yeah, it was. Hey, do you want to sit down? The next set is starting soon. Maybe we could watch it together.
That was a chair? You take a seat next to Genji and watch a few sets. You can't tell if he ever cracks a smile, but he certainly doesn't laugh at any point. Weird energy to bring to a comedy club. But before you can spend too many minutes basking in the awkward silence, Cupid returns and brings you more helpful advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Show him you can be exciting. Go perform a set. Are you insane? I have a few jokes that are not ready to go yet. Okay, here I go. Not for free. Alright, sure. Worth a shot. Alright, here I go. Love favors the bold, Skale. I salute you. I'm gonna burn horribly. This is gonna be great. This is me in real life, too, is I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna suck, but I'm gonna go do it. The previous comedian steps down from the stage to some paltry claps. And when no one stands up to take their place, you take the initiative to get on stage. What kind of jokes would Genji like? Swallowing your nerves, you address the audience. Hello, everyone. I would be honored to share a joke with you fine people. You look over the audience and you can see Genji looking back at you with what you assume is curiosity. While you could just make any joke, you have to wonder what would make him laugh. I've been wondering this for a minute. Ninjas, cyborgs, funniest joke you know. You tap on the mic and the feedback rings in your ears. You lean in close. What? Wait. First off, I want to know who is responsible for writing the funniest joke they knew into the dating sim instead of just leaving it blank. Anyway, why did the building get arrested for vandalism? The crowd is silent. It was a skyscraper. He probably hated that. After a pregnant pause, the crowd erupts into wailing laughter. How did that work? You told what was truly the funniest joke of all time. You are a living legend. Everyone will remember you as a genius who reinvented the art of comedy. I don't think that went over well with him, though. Oh, it did! But among the crowd, one person has been stricken with agonizing amusement. It was Genji. He remains just as still as he was when you left him, when you came up on stage. Oh, I'm taking a photo of that. Okay, thank you. I was like, please clicked. Oh man, that's my thumbnail. After signing autographs for the whole club, you return to your next seat. Why is that? Who? Oh, their writing team. Those poor people. Yeah, anyway. You want my autograph too? So what'd you think of the joke? Focus on him. So what'd you think of the joke? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty funny, I suppose.
Oh, he hated it. As he says this, you're watching someone being rolled out of the club in a stretcher, quite literally dying from laughter.
But I think there were other jokes you could have told. Maybe ones related to me that would have made me laugh harder.
Aww. You wanted me to make a joke about you? I thought you'd be offended. In front of the whole club? Of course.
Maybe a long time ago I would have been insecure about myself to take a joke, but now I'm happy with who I am, even when people poke fun at me. But I guess you couldn't have known that. We did just meet, after all, didn't we?
Oh, look, his mask is blushing.
Maybe on our second date you can learn more about me.
Wow, this is a date? Absolutely. Be bold. Just go full sail. Just crush him to death with your confidence. It's gonna work great. Absolutely, that sounds wonderful, Genji. Genji sighs. A weight leaves his shoulders.
I can't wait. Guess I'll see you again soon.
He leaves, and you're left alone in the comedy club. Not for long, though, as Cupid soon reappears. I sense the buds of romance are already beginning to blossom. Really? Because I thought I failed. No, seriously, how did you think it went? He seemed pleased, but there is always room for improvement. I recommend doing your best to ensure he feels comfortable with you. Well, that's why I chose to not joke about him. But anyway, but good or bad, your date is in the past, and we still have a long road ahead of us. If you truly wish for Genji's heart to be yours, that tells me I failed. That's my guess. Oh, I see. Now we're in Circuit Royale. When Genji reaches out to you again, he suggests grabbing dinner for your second date. He even picks out a restaurant, Cafe Azure in Monaco, the exclusive playground for the ultra rich. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone with the richest thing on the menu for Mercy. How's he gonna eat with the mask? Anyway, luckily you live in the hopeful future, so you can just hop on a transatlantic train and arrive in Monaco in a few short hours. Neat, huh? You arrive at the restaurant, and it looks as classy as the name might imply. A robot brings you to your table, where Genji awaits you. Please tell me he's not wearing the same hoodie he wore to the comedy club. Hey, I complimented it. He likes it. It's fine. If I owned a hoodie that cool, I'd wear it every chance I get. I'm not exactly dressed up either. I'm gonna stick with the cool hoodie. Yeah. Even to a 5-star restaurant? Look, I am the kind of person who would show up looking almost like a hobo to a 5-star restaurant because I could, alright? Especially to a 5-star restaurant. Yeah, you've got LEDs in your clothes, man. No wonder you need my help. You know, fair. You take your seat across from Genji, and he seems to light up at your presence.
Oh, Scully, I didn't expect to see you here.
You invited me here? For a date, remember?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I love how much steam is coming off of him. Anyway, how was the ride over?
Slept the whole way. Lots of time for gaming. Witnessed the horrors of the deep ocean. Horrors of the deep ocean? Those transatlantic trains take you deep under the ocean, you know? Way deep. They're places that humanity was never meant to venture, and the depths of the ocean harbor monsters beyond our most tortured imaginations, and more still remains to be discovered if we are truly foolish enough to search for it. Tell me what becomes of a mind isolated beneath the crushing depths. Perhaps we too would mirror those tormented figures wandering on the ocean floor, were we subject to the same conditions. Or maybe we are already monsters, and they're the ones who fear us. Well, I guess that didn't work.
Glad to hear it went okay then. I'm happy you could come. I was really looking forward to spending more time with you.
You don't have much time to feel bashful before the matron returns to your table to take your order. You look over the holo menu, which is a regular menu, but a hologram since it's the future. You should think carefully about what you order. Maybe something he'd like as well. Come on, even your dinner is going to affect this guy's opinion of you. These dating sims are hard work. Anyway, in that case, what will you order for dinner? Order off the kids' menu. Let's get his favorite food. I'll have the Rikimaru ramen. Hey!
That's my favorite food. How did you know?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I want ramen right now, okay? Easy, it's in the official Overwatch Wait, there's an official Overwatch cookbook? Yeah, I think there is.
Wow, in that case, I'll take the Rikimaru ramen too.
Wait, there's a cookbook? Watrons, we don't have that on the menu program seems to override by its customer is always right subroutine, so it takes your order back to the kitchen without complaint. Also, you know for a fact that this was probably written by one of the people who also does the coding, because they bothered to put the phrase subroutine in here.
That's really cool of you to order my favorite food for dinner. If there's a official Overwatch Scale or official Scale cookbook, I would have ordered yours too.
Hey, well then this way we'd both get to try each other's favorite foods. But you're gonna have to be cool with a lot of butter, just so we're clear. I would totally, what I want, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my grandma used to make fried butter noodles. They're one of my favorite meals ever. It is not healthy for you. It is entirely about feeding your soul and a little bit of your taste buds, because it's something fried in butter. And, like, I would order that. You make note of his idea. You're always looking for more merchandising opportunities. They knew their audience. Oh, that looks so good. The two of you spend time chatting. After a few short minutes, the waitress brings your meal, 2 bowls of Rikimaru ramen. It's honestly impressive that such a nice restaurant could make a dish that looks like it comes from a cheap ramen shop. I'm gonna imagine this is veggie broth in here, but this looks delicious. The egg might make me sick, but oh my god, I'm drooling. Anyway.
This looks just as good as the real thing from Hanamura. All it's missing is the Murloc bowl. Then it'd be perfect.
Oh no, how could they forget the Murloc bowl? That's like half the fun of Rikimaru ramen. Is that the one with the things up on the sides? That you can like put your chopsticks across the top? Am I wrong about that? Let me check with the waiter. Maybe they have Murloc bowls in the back. You fetch the waiter and explaining the Rikimaru ramen isn't quite the same as it's not in its branded bowl. Unfortunately, the restaurant doesn't have any Murloc bowls on hand, but they are able to draw a crude recreation of 2 regular bowls. When you return to the table, Genji looks completely deflated. You sit across from him, and then he barely acknowledges your presence. Even Cupid seems troubled by the sudden shift in mood. Is he crying? Perhaps you should check on him, Scale. I was going to. Hey, is everything okay? You seem a little bummed out. Genji shrugs.
Sorry, another diner recognized me while you were gone. They came over to talk to me.
Oh, did they ask for your autograph or something?
No, they actually recognized me from the Blackwatch incident. They had less than kind words to share with me.
Oh, the thing where Reaper murdered someone. It's fine. Shake it off, man. It's a date. Oh, I'm so sorry, Genji. I can't believe someone would give you trouble about it here.
Oh, it's alright. I'm not proud of who I was then, but I will admit it is discouraging. I have tried my best to become a better person, but I fear the past will always haunt me. Some days it feels like there's nothing I can do to move on from who I was.
Oh. He sighs, propping his head against his hands dejectedly. It's a heart-rending sight. Seems like he could use your reassurance. A small gesture might go a long way. Apparently, even Cupid has sense to put aside his bitterness towards Genji when he's in this state. What do you do to cheer up Genji? Reassure him? Hold his hand? Beat up whoever was mean to him? That is old Genji right there. Hold his hand, I think. You don't think you have the words to help in this situation, so instead you reach across the small table and take Genji's hand into yours. Yeah, sometimes words can fail you, but the physical gesture of human compassion means more. He seems surprised, but When you meet his gaze with a smile, he relaxes and squeezes your hand, taking a deep breath to steady himself. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Scully. I'm sure I'd feel much worse if you weren't here.
It's the least I could do. You mean that literally? Holding his hand was probably the easiest, least expensive thing you could have done all night.
Let's eat, huh? Our food is getting cold.
Man, I want ramen. The two of you finally enjoy your night as it was supposed to go. You don't know how Genji eats with his mask on, but every time you look away, more food disappears from his plate, and you assume it's getting into his mouth one way or another. By the time you're done eating, Genji seems happier than ever. You're glad the evening is going in a more positive direction.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about something.
Shoot. No, don't actually shoot me, but anyway.
How would you feel about going somewhere special for our next date?
A 5-star restaurant isn't special. Anywhere that's special to you is special to me. Does this mean we're going to Hanamura? Sure, anywhere that's special to you is special to me. That one doesn't earn you any points with Genji, but it makes him blush, and that's worth more than any kind of gameplay progression. Absolutely it is.
I was hoping we could go somewhere that's really special to me. How would you feel about a trip to Nepal?
Oh, interesting. Okay. We're traveling an awful lot. What's Nepal? What's in Nepal? What's so special about Nepal? Oh, look at him. It's a very important place. Oh, hold on. It's a very important place in my growth as a person. Oh, we're right. Because he hung out with Zenyatta.
This may surprise you, but an isolated mountaintop helped me find peace.
It doesn't surprise me, actually.
There's more to it, obviously, but I figure I could explain when we get there.
Sure, I can't wait to hear all about your backstory. That's adorable.
Okay, I'll see you there. I hope it'll be really special. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks again, Scholar.
I'm so glad. Genji departs from the restaurant, and you're left alone. Well, as alone as you can be when you're haunted by the vessel of Valentine's. Another date down, and with a third to come. Most impressive, Scully. Thanks. How do you think Genji and I are doing? He seems incredibly happy with you. Not to tempt fate, but I would suspect it would be difficult for you to lose his affection now. But there is still another date in your future. Do what you can to prepare. I sense this one will be the most important of all. Third date awaits. Let's go! I just have to get on Zenyatta's good side? I mean, unless they're going to have this be... this, I see. This version of Nepal, and not actually the shrine. You ascend the snowy mountains in Nepal, and the cold rudely seeps right through every layer of clothing you wore. Hard to believe that just a few days ago you were telling jokes in a comedy club, and now this is what it's expected of you to keep this relationship going. Whoo! As you're trudging along, Cupid appears again. Thankfully, you know his deal by now, or you'd think you were seeing things thanks to the hypothermia. Scully, I need to stress how important this date will be. Clearly, you are important to Genji. He would not have brought you here otherwise. So, just be sure to do your very best this time. Thanks for all the help. I thought you didn't like Genji. Thanks for all the help, Cupid. It means a lot. Of course. Even if you and Genji are difficult at times, it is my privilege to assist you on the path of love. But perhaps I should be thanking you. Whether or not Genji's heart will be yours in the end, your devotion to love is inspiring. It has been a pleasure to accompany you. Aw, Cupid. You're sounding all sappy. Don't tell me it's a teaser for the secret Cupid path to this dating sim. Don't be ridiculous. If there were a secret Cupid path, do you think I would broadcast it so freely? Is that what happens when you do both? Besides, a path that nature would be difficult to unlock. You would need to say, successfully win the heart of both heroes to show me your commit. Oh my god, I get to date Cupid next? I didn't know this is where this was going. Hypothetically, of course. Of course, hypothetically. But enough of this. It's time for your final day to truly begin. With Cupid's vote of Oh, sorry, I'm not Cupid anymore. With Cupid's vote of confidence, you continue your journey up the mountain. Eventually, you arrive in a quaint little village, and Genji is there to greet you. Honestly, you don't understand why you can't travel together.
Scully, you made it. What do you think of the hike?
It was worth it to be here with you. It was a breeze. It wasn't really worth it. It was worth it to be here with you. I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was worth it to be here with you, Genji.
I'm happy you think so. There are a few people... Wait, no. There are a few people who would be willing to scale a mountain and spend time with me. If you can believe that. It means a lot that you did.
Aw. I just saw the face change.
Anyway, I'm glad you're finally here. This place is very special to me, and I hope that I can show you why. Come for a walk with me?
Gladly, you take Genji's arm and he leads you all around the village. And you can't help but bask in every sight. It's truly beautiful. Certainly not the kind of place you'd want to host a 5v5 King of the Hill style combat. Except that's exactly what they do. I prefer it more for Capture the Flag, honestly. Based on where I set up my turrets when I'm sim over here. Anyway. And a little bit over here, too, where his elbow is. But what's more beautiful than the village itself is the way that Genji glows while taking you through it, recounting memories of the time he spent here. He tells you everything from the story of how he first arrived here to the tales of his most trying meditations. After strolling for a while, Genji takes you to the old accommodations that housed him through his time in Nepal. Though he has been absent for some time, the room is still clearly his. There's an old mattress, Hyori... And there's the photo. A framed photo of Genji with his brother, taken years ago. Genji goes to say something, but someone else speaks first. I think I know who this is. Genji, you have arrived. Is that Zenyatta? Yeah! It's Zenny. I hope you found a safe journey, my student. It's Zenyatta! How sad that it's the only place you can get Zenyatta content these days is in the explicitly non-canon dating sim for that one short story. Bite me, dude. Zenyatta's the current meta right now, okay? All I'm seeing anymore is people playing Zenyatta Kiriko combos, alright? Well, maybe something will happen with that Ramatra guy soon. Who knows? This was written before Ramatra was released. Because Ramatra's out now. Anyway.
Master, good to see you again.
Indeed. I heard you were bringing a visitor. I hoped I could meet them.
Of course. Scully, this is my master, Zenyatta.
You were ready to go through a trek in the snow-covered mountains, but this is basically like meeting Genji's parent. Is that too weird for a third date? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's happening. Anyway, it's up to you on how to deal with it. It's wonderful to meet you. Give him a fist bump. He does like fist bumps. It's wonderful to meet you. Zenyatta, I've heard great things. That's a lie. You haven't heard anything, but he seems to react warmly even so. Likewise. I'm glad you survived your journey here. Survived? Wait, what? You're going to ignore the threatening aura of the sentence. Let him keep talking. Yeah, fair enough. It's rare for Genji to have company here. I sense that he must be quite fond of you. Oh, I certainly hope so.
Master, you're embarrassing me.
That's fine. I am sure your companionship will mean a great deal to him. He has always struggled to accept himself. Perhaps the acceptance of another will help him along his path. You never realized how much your company might mean to Genji. To think, just a few nights ago, you were planning to enjoy the comedy stylings of literally anyone in New York City by yourself. And now it's entirely possible you're changing the life of an Overwatch agent. I believe. Huh?
Master?
I sense I have surpassed my annual screen time allotment. I'm afraid I need to depart. God bless these people. Anyway, but please, take my greatest blessing and enjoy the remainder of your time here. That worked! And I finally got the Zenyatta voice just as he was leaving. Anyway, the two of you say goodbye to Master Zenyatta, and when you are left alone, Genji's previous exuberance is gone and replaced with contemplation. Is something on your mind, Genji?
Just thinking about what my master said. He was being truthful, you know. Spending time with you has done a lot to help my own sense of self. But I have to wonder, Skylight, do you really think it's possible to know your true self?
Wow, to be honest, that's a far deeper question than you ever would have expected from a silly dating sim that you signed up for. But you've come this far, right? So what harm is there in one more question? I think it is actually possible to know your true self. Before I select an answer for this quote silly dating sim, I do think it is really possible to know who you are as a person. I have spent a good amount of my life trying to make sure that I understand who I am. And I spend a lot of time reflecting on my own self, my limitations, my boundaries, and understanding what I can do to purposely push them, which is something that I've found not a lot of my peers have ever done. And I'm not sitting there saying, oh, I'm special, but it's something that I actually hear a lot when I end up going to therapy is people are like, you seem to understand yourself very well. Like, why are you here? Most of the people that I have here, can't figure out, which direction their life is heading in. And you know what's going on, even if it's not, what you need, and you know that. And I'm like, yeah, it blows. But yeah, I think it's possible to know your own self, but it takes time and willingness to be both alone with yourself and to be honest with the person that you're looking at in the mirror. And that is... Wait, and that really is one more. I believe this will be your last chance to win Genji's heart. Scala, use it wisely. Well, what do you think? Can anyone know their true self? I'm not sure, but you can try. I genuinely believe yes. I'm gonna go with yes. I actually think that you can, and even if that makes me fail the dating sim, I want to believe that a person with enough kindness and compassion to themselves can learn enough about who they are. I do. And I think every person who's through takes them closer and closer to finding out who they really are.
I'm happy to hear that. You know, when I first ended up like this, when my brother...
He trails off. Cupid watches him intently, his brow knits with pain.
I became bitter and a horrible person. I was upset, thinking I was wasting so much time as a person I hated. I feared I was never going to get better.
I kind of understand this more than he would think. Prior to the relationship with my fiance I have now, I was previously kind of engaged to somebody. It's weird and murky how it would be actually described. I've always referred to this person that was my ex-fiance. And after we broke up, the breakup was not nice in any way, shape, or form. We both went through some really bad times and some really bad phases with our lives, and I became a very bitter, horrible person that sought to destroy love at every opportunity that I could. And I'm not proud of the person that I was then. I still hate myself to some degree for some of the things that I had done when I was in that state. And I still treat myself with the love and compassion for being like, you were hurting, you were not in a good place. Like, yes, it was a bad thing, and this is why it happened. Forgive yourself for what you've done, but some of it is still so bad to me that while I can't forgive myself for it, I can still be kind to myself about it. Even if the other people in my life that I did hurt have forgiven me. So I understand exactly what he's talking about right here. It's so painful and so horrible, but when you go through that, you come out the other side of it when you're that better person that you're talking about, that you were feared you weren't going to get better. Once you start being that better person, you understand yourself better than those people who never went through this to begin with. It's very much like a Catra in the She-Ra remake experience, right? Season 5 Catra, I feel like, understands more about herself and her own shortcomings than any of the other best friend squad.
But you're right. Without that, I never would have truly found who I am.
Yeah. Like, did some horrible stuff happen to me, and, you know, did I do some bad things? Yes. But would I take it back if it meant that I wouldn't get to be the person I am today? No. And, like, that's what matters more. Being happy with who you are in this day and age and understanding that your past takes you there.
Thank you, Scully, for helping me realize this.
I didn't think I was going to get this deep with the Genji line, to be honest with you.
Scully, I've really enjoyed spending so much time with you lately. It has been a long time since I allowed myself to get close to anyone. But I must admit...
Admit what, Genji?
I feel some guilt that you have not seen the real me.
You're a bit confused. You're pretty sure you've just enjoyed 3 dates with the real him. But before you can ask, he clarifies. With his mask off, I think is what he means.
We've been spending so much time together, and you've only seen me with my mask on. Although my mask is extremely epic, it is not the true me.
Fair enough. It is really cool, though.
I know, right? But still.
I swear, he is both me and simultaneously also my fiancé in one person. Anyway, Genji takes your hand into his. His green visor stares back at you, and you wonder what his eyes might look like beneath it. Do I get to see?
Scully, can I show you who I really am?
Accepted love! Of course. I love you, Genji. Genji puts his hands over his heart. Shocking, but not at all disappointed in your confession. After 3 dates. Anyway, after returning to reality, he chuckles under his breath.
It's funny. Seems I could deflect anything but love.
And Moira's beam. As well as Symmetra's beam. And beams. There we go. There we go. But mostly love. And beams. Whoa. Adult him without the mask. He put it on the table right next to his picture with his brother. And there's the sword. With great care, Genji reaches for his mask. Though he hesitates, he eventually builds up the strength to remove it, showing you his true face underneath. One day, I would love... Genji, you're beautiful.
If you believe so, then it must be true.
Oh, my heart.
It took me so long to come to terms with who I am now. Knowing you accept me makes me confident that it was worth it all this time.
Oh, my heart.
I know my true self loves you too, Scully.
Oh. You have embarked on the journey of love and found what you desire at the end. Love takes many forms, but it always is true. May you cherish this love with Genji forever and always. Yeah! Love your heels. You and Genji hit it off and made a match in Midtown. Oh. So we did the Mercy route and the Genji route. And then they teased that there might be a Hanzo route, so we're gonna try to go get that. And see how that goes. I'm really curious, actually. So, here we are. Okay, so we're at 110 still. Hey! Yeah! Hold on. Wait a moment, Skale. Yeah, you remember me. You know me well. Where am I? How? We're in Hanamura! You are in the realm of love. Oh, look at the face. With the blushing. I'm really glad that they did this, by the way. I just realized probably why they did this. It's hard to read the facial expressions on some of these anime characters that they've made. So by doing this, it makes it easier on people who have, like, difficulty reading the facial expressions. By making it in emoji form, which I appreciate. Anyway, you're in the realm of love. Huh, this looks a lot like 1-2 capture point map. It looks like Hanamura. The what map? Don't worry about it. You know, that old game mode from the before times. Can you pause your brilliant wit for just a second, please? He's dying. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, so wait, one more comment, please. Get it out of your system. Thank you. Is this the secret ending? When will you add other heroes as options? That dating sim was way too easy. Is this the secret ending? You would find out faster if you let me finish. Anyway. Before you give away the secrets of this dating sim on the internet, I must confess. Oh, I appreciate that they know I'm doing this. Your devotion to winning the trust and the respect of these heroes is admirable. Oh. Not only have you brought love to their hearts, but to mine as well. Oh. As a token of my respect. Oh. Cupid hands you an arrow from his quiver. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. Okay, this one's gonna be in my screenshot because it is cute. You take his gift. I don't know what to say except you're my soulmate all along. Couldn't ask for a better wingman than you. You were my soulmate all along. Oh, I thought it was impossible for Cupid to find true love. But you make the impossible possible. Oh. Hey, shouldn't you be shooting me with this arrow instead? There's no need. You have already pierced my heart without it. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. I love that. Stephanie Strominger? Did I get that right? I appreciate, like, literally everybody who did this. This is... Oh, UI. Oh, alright. I was, like, trying to think what FX characters would be involved in this. Oh, this is so cute. Man, I shouldn't have attempted to make this. I'm just gonna tack this on at the end of the Genji episode. I think we're all cool with that. Oh. This is so... They had 2 people writing the narrative? They only had 2? Who... What? Only 2 people wrote this? What do you mean 2 people wrote this? To you from Cupid. Hanzo fell for you. Love is all he has left. God, my soul. Okay. Oh. That's great. Yeah, no, I'm totally tacking this on at the end. Or is... Oh, and I get it! Oh, it's so cute. Okay, this is... I'm so happy. Which one was it? 7? No, not 7. It wasn't 9 either. It was... Yeah. To you from Cupid Hanzo. And then, is this it? Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. All right. Well, there we go. That's been the complete Loverwatch. This was enjoyable. I really hope that they do more stuff like this in the future. I really want to see, like, more cutesy, not only dating sims, but I want to see them do, like, maybe other takes on other genres, but I really want more dating sims in the future. Like, more visual novel Overwatch stuff, whether or not it's a dating sim, by far would be my favorite. I would love doing that. I want to see them get, like, a whole budget, a whole team behind it. I want this. This is something I actively, passionately really want. So there we go. that's Loverwatch. I'm super happy that this was a thing. I super appreciate the Overwatch 2 team for being responsible for it. I forget the names of the two people who wrote the entire narrative for this. But thank you two. You guys had me laughing so hard. The beautiful animation and drawing I loved, but the script I think was my favorite. Please, you two, spear more visual novels from the Overwatch team. Oh my god, this was great. Anyway, take care, everybody.